All right, good day everybody. Mike here, Northeastern Dirt Property Maintenance. As you can tell, we got some snow last night. Actually, we've been getting snow, little bits of snow almost every day. So the tractor and the snow blower, they work great and they have their purpose. And it's in the C can right now. It's not plugged in, it's not block heated because I'm not using it. It's been cold here, and I'll tell you, to run that tractor with that snow blower, snow conditions got to be nice. And that means no wind, because I get so dusted over when I'm using that 3-point hitch snow blower. I like it, it works great and it has its place. But I find you can't have any wind, and it's nice when the snow has a little bit of moisture in it. This snow here is pretty dry, and also I'm running open station on that tractor. That's the main reason. And when it's cold and windy, I don't enjoy tractor snow blowing at all. I put the door on this ASV. This machine's got an enclosed cab with a heater, and I'm using this snow blade on here. Like I said, I probably bought it at least 12 years ago. I've never used it until this winter. And you know what? I'm starting to like this snow blade on certain applications too. And there's a lot of things that have been happening around here at this place lately in the last week. Some good, some not good at all. And I'll tell you about them. But first we're going to fuel up this ASV. As you guys can see, I'm refueling out of a diesel jerry can. Well, guess what? That's all coming to an end. And I'm going to show you my new diesel refueling station, which I'm working on right now. We're going to alleviate this jerry can. We're going to have bulk diesel fuel here. That's just the way it is. I'm not going to run around and use jerry cans unless I absolutely have to, and hopefully I don't. So we've got that under control. Got the new excavator. I'm waiting for spring, obviously. And got the new float too, to pull that excavator around. So a lot of things have happened. Like I say, good, and some quite not so good. And as you can see right there, there's the brand new tandem dually float right there. And I'll do a walk around on that after. But right now, we're going to do some snow pushing. Straight blade to start with no offset on the blade. I haven't pushed snow in probably now a week. I've let the snow accumulate here, and it's going to be tough skidding because we got a crust on top about 2 inches thick. Not on top, but underneath, and then snow on top, so we got to break that crust. So we're going to give her, and we're going to try and break up some of the snow. And then I'm going to show you guys my new used diesel tank refueling station I'm getting set up. I think I got a pretty good price on that. And it's a pretty good setup, so I bought it. And I'm going to show you a few things anyway. Okay. Take much to draw that thing down to a stall, mind you. Now I pushed it pretty hard and the oil's still cold, which I shouldn't be doing. But anyway, let's give her. one thing you got to do with that ASV and that straight blade, you have to have that quick attach all the way back. You cannot angle that blade forward at all to start with, because if you even remotely angle that blade forward, that straight blade right there will plunge caught on you so quick, and you'll spring trip it every time. You got to have that angled all the way back to start, get the majority of your snow moved, and then you can angle the blade ahead a little bit if you really want to cut deep, but you cannot angle that ahead on that initial cut. So everything's angled back, and we're just pushing. And you could see that crust of snow, the way those chunks are breaking away. We had a bit of a melt, and there's about a 2-inch crust. Alright, so you can see how that ASV cuts through that snow pretty good with that blade. You just have to watch the depth and how you've got it windrowed. But I'm going to show you guys a few other things in this video before I run out of camera power. So the new float came in, it got delivered up here. This is a brand new float, and came from down south, southern Ontario. Nobody had any stock really, anything that would work for me. Quite a few air brake trailers out there, but nothing with tandem and electric brakes, so that pretty much limited it. I couldn't find anything with galvanized, which I wanted. I really wanted galvanized, and I couldn't wait, because suppliers are making all kinds of promises, and who knows if they can come through it, right? They want you to put a down payment down, then you're stuck and you're waiting for a trailer, and who knows, some of them are saying 4 months, some of them are saying 12, 16 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever. If they run into a snag and spring gets here and I have no float, well, I can't move a machine, not a big machine anyway. So I bought what was on the lot, and 20 foot on the flat, 5 on the beaver, 26,000 twin tandem axle electric brakes, and that's what showed up here. They delivered it up here, and that's the new float anyway, and hopefully she'll do the job nicely. I have to put a brake controller in my truck, so that's something new that came in like probably over a week ago now. So I got it matched up to the truck. I got the pintle ring all set up at the right height for the truck. There we had some mild weather, so I ran over and set up the pintle ring and put the pintle hitch on the truck. And so that's actually ready to be towed, with the exception of I got to put a brake controller on the truck. In the big truck, it needs a brake controller, so there you go. That's the new float, and that's going to haul the excavator. Well, it's going to haul whatever it needs to haul. And I'll take you guys over. You can see how much snow we got here just lately, and the last time I plowed, there's probably 6 inches of snow, 5-6 inches of snow on top. That's untouched. All right, so I picked this up. All right, so I picked up this used diesel tank. I was going to use that other tank over there, that old furnace oil tank, but it was a bit too rusty inside. I'm going to use it for used motor oil, which is fine. I got it for nothing, and it didn't cost me a cent. That's fine. So I bought this used 300 gallon, which is a nice setup. I just cleaned it up. It actually come out of a factory. It's always been inside its whole life. It's always been inside, and it's old, mind you, but it's not rusty, and it's in good shape inside. And what's nice about this bulk diesel tank right here, it's got the fill right electric 110 volt pump on it, which works perfect. I already ran it. It's got the meter count on there, and that's an expensive pump. So that's nice. You don't have to manually pump. 300 gallons, 1,350 liters. It's got the Enviro spill tank on it, as you can see, the drip tray I call it, for any spills that may happen. These guys spent the money on this tank years ago. Who knows how old it is? Maybe this tank's 25 years old. I have no idea. It doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't leak, and it doesn't. And it still actually has some diesel fuel in the bottom. It's probably got 1/8 of a tank of diesel in it. So that's something new. And this is going to go inside the shed, in my garden shed over there, out of the weather, and I'm going to refuel over there. This is not going to stay outside in the weather. And that's what I've been working on lately. Just cleaning up the top of this tank. I'm going to repaint everything white. And so I've just been tootling in the shop lately. It's been cold, sometimes too cold to even work out here in an unheated shop. But yeah, that's something new I got. And I've been working on cleaning up that 80 Kubota there too. I've been working on that quite a bit too. I got a battery tender on it. So I've been going around just cleaning up that Kubota 80 a little bit at a time. And I got the floor mats out of it, they're dirty. I want to clean up the interior, I want to clean up the floor. So I just been chipping away a little bit in the shop. Not too much because it's been too cold. So those are some good things that have happened. But kind of on a sad note, I had to put my little Jack Russell Terrier down. She was like 15 years old and she was with me for 13 years. Good dog. And it's not easy to do, but I mean, hey, that's just the way it is. So last week I had to put her down, so I really wasn't in the mindset of the mood to shoot any videos and stuff. So we're down to one dog now, the little Jack crossed with a Chihuahua, I guess he is, the feisty little beggar. So he's the alpha now, because he's the only dog we have. So yeah, that's how that goes. So anyway, those are a few things that have happened over the last probably a week and a half, and I'll be putting out another. I did go for one snowmobile trip again with friends of ours that invited us out for a second time in the Groom Trail, so that kind of took my mind off things a little bit, and we went snowmobiling a little bit with his snowmobile. So that's just what's been happening around here, you guys, in the last probably week and a half to 2 weeks. And I just thought I'd keep you informed. I got lots of small projects to do, but I got to kind of jump between the weather a little bit. I want to paint this tank white. I want to paint this filter. I want to repaint this pump red. I just want to touch this up and detail this up a little bit before I take and put it in that shed. So that's going to be a while yet. It's going to sit in here before I can actually get down to painting. So I just thought I'd show you guys a little bit of what's going on around here, a little bit of snow pushing, snow removal, and why I'm not using that tractor and snow blower out there. Too cold, too much wind on your face, and then you get blowback of that dusty snow on you, and it works good, but in cold weather like this, I much prefer a heated cab with a blade, and that's what I work with. So I can say I haven't used that snow blower as much as I thought I was going to use it, and for those reasons right there. I don't like open station and that wind blowing on you and ice cold weather. I use it and it works great, but it works nice when the weather is a little warmer and the snow is slightly moist, and then it doesn't fly all over on you either. But it's you can move snow 3 times faster than what you can with this skid steer and blade out here. This takes a lot of time and a lot of diesel fuel to move the snow around here using a blade, but you know what? At least it's got a heated cab. So I just thought I'd tell you guys what I'm up to. And I got lots of video material. There's no lack of video material. It's just getting out and getting in the weather and getting it shot and having some cooperation, that's all. So anyway, I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue doing some blade work with that track loader, and we're going to clean up this snow a little bit, and we're going to carry on. But thanks for tuning in. I thought I'd give you a little insight on some of these little projects I got on the go, and I'll talk to you again in the next video. Thanks.